KMTV Action 3 News live at 10 starts now with breaking news.
Let's get right to that breaking news tonight. They got him. A runaway suspect is in police custody tonight and now faces criminal charges in 2 states. Omaha police arrested fugitive Adam Thomas, this guy right here, near 47th and Center tonight. Cops say he did not resist arrest, but he did have meth on him. Investigators found a stolen car with 2 handguns, a semi-automatic rifle, and a large amount of ammunition. Police believe Thomas stole the guns in the Omaha area. Thomas was on the run for 3 nights. Police in Council Bluffs accuse him of running from a police cruiser in the Baumgars parking lot earlier this week, then hitting an officer with his getaway pickup. But again, they caught him in Omaha tonight. It's been the hottest political issue in Nebraska for all of 2015, and it will continue for another year: the death penalty. The legislature voted to end capital punishment in May, but supporters of capital punishment have officially kept it alive. Reporter Kelly Bartnick is live in the news center with details tonight. Kelly.
Craig, it has been 4 months since the unicameral voted to end capital punishment. Today, we learned the petition drive to put the issue to the ballot was officially a success. So what's next? A big fight and likely millions of dollars from both sides to get your vote. Remember this day in August? Nebraskans for the death penalty celebrated as they turned in more than 160,000 signatures. Today, Secretary of State John Gale's office said 143,000 are valid. So voters get to decide Nebraska's death penalty debate. It also means the unicameral's June repeal is moot until the November 2016 vote.
What happens then is anybody's guess. It's not a slam dunk.
UNO political science professor Paul Landau has helped us cover this issue. It's one with 2 very distinct sides. One for the death penalty, backed by the state's highest-ranking official, Governor Pete Ricketts, while the ACLU opposes the repeal. Both sides are reacting tonight. Nebraskans for Public Safety opposing the penalty said this: Nebraska voters will have the same opportunity the legislature did to have a thoughtful discussion on whether to bring back a failed system that hasn't been used in nearly 2 decades. This is not a deterrent and is a waste of taxpayer dollars. Meantime, Nebraskans for the death penalty rejoiced, saying in part, "Our message is simple. The death penalty is an appropriate punishment for the most heinous of murders, protects public safety officers from criminals who otherwise have nothing to lose by murdering a corrections officer, for example, and is a worthwhile deterrent if it saves even a single life."
If it makes the ballot, it'll be a big issue. And one reason it'll be a big issue is because so much money is going to drive it on both sides. You'll see money flooding in here from all over the United States.
Nebraska has 10 men on death row. The state's last execution was in 1997. Governor Ricketts' office also made headlines when the administration tried to buy a death penalty drug in India, but it was returned to sender. In the news center tonight, Kelly Bartnick, Action 3 News.
New at 10 on KMTV. People went to the hospital after a bad crash at 40th and Ames tonight. Firefighters extricated the drivers after 2 cars collided. Each driver claimed the other guy swerved over the center line. You see a lot of the wreckage right there. 2 people in one car suffered potentially serious injuries. We do not know if they were wearing seatbelts. Omaha police hope surveillance video will lead them to a pair of robbery suspects. The clerk told police he was taking out the trash around 11 o'clock Sunday night when this happened at the Petromart near 52nd and Northwest Radial Highway. 2 men with a gun forced him back into the store right there. They robbed money from the register, then ran. See the full surveillance footage on our website, KMTV.com. Updating a story we brought you on KMTV Action 3 News live at 5. If you're heading downtown this weekend, the state parking garage is now open for public parking at 13th and Harney. It's a $2 flat fee, while the 2 city garages near the old market are $1 an hour. This is the first weekend the city of Omaha is enforcing meters on Saturday from 9 in the morning until 9 at night. Parking at 3-hour meters in the old market now costs $1.25 an hour. Tonight, the axe has begun to fall at ConAgra. More than 3 dozen workers received the bad news this afternoon. Layoff notices went out to 40 employees in the Information Technology Division. ConAgra has also begun offering early retirement to some workers as it tries to cut costs before its big move to Chicago. A company email says that it will inform all of the workers losing their jobs by early November. Folks who live near Seymour Smith Park in Omaha are saying not in my backyard to a proposed salvage yard. Pink Grading wants the city to rezone a 50-acre plot of land near 60th and Harrison so it can then turn part of the north end into a scrapyard. It also plans to crush rocks there in the summer. Neighbors are concerned about the noise and traffic it would create.
Potholed all over the place, I'm sure because of all the trucks. And there's going to be a lot more trucks once they build this new thing, so somebody needs to maintain the road.
Dozens of residents have signed a petition hoping to keep the industrial park from being built. The issue is scheduled to go before the Omaha City Council on Tuesday. The street in front of Benson High School now bears the name of a well-known coach and teacher. This afternoon, the city unveiled a sign renaming a section of 52nd Street Scotty Orcutt Way. Orcutt was a longtime basketball and baseball coach at Benson High until his retirement in 1970. His son was there today for the honor. Many of you are finalizing your fantasy football lineups tonight for Week 6 of the NFL. But for daily fantasy sports moneymakers, including DraftKings and FanDuel, it could be game over unless they get the proper license. Vladimir Duthier has the story.
Ryan still has it. Good play action fake to the end zone, and it's caught.
If you've watched any sporting events on TV this year, chances are you've seen the commercials.
Winners get paid the next day, and there's no season-long commitment.
The daily fantasy sports industry has exploded in popularity, bringing with it a tidal wave of cash. But that industry, which is estimated to bring in billions of dollars this year, is largely unregulated.
Play for your share every single day. Just pick your sport.
On Thursday, the Nevada Gaming Control Board ordered the fantasy websites, which are dominated by market leaders DraftKings and FanDuel, to cease operations in the state, unless they obtain a gaming license.
The Nevada Gaming Control Board didn't say that this is illegal. They said it is gambling, and therefore this is something that you need to apply for a Nevada gaming license. Going through a Nevada gaming license investigation is not an easy procedure.
But the fantasy sports industry maintains they aren't a form of gambling, rather a game of skill, not chance. Their defense is rooted in a federal law that passed nearly a decade ago, which outlaws online sports gambling and online poker.
Daily fantasy sports has been unregulated, and now what the Nevada Gaming Control Board is saying, if you want to do it, you need to come under the regulatory structure. You need to join regulated entities like Nevada Sportsbooks in order to continue to participate in it.
In a statement, DraftKings said it strongly disagrees with the decision. FanDuel is terribly disappointed. They will be shutting down their sites in Nevada, at least for now. A California highway remains clogged following a huge mudslide. How long it could take for crews to reopen it. And so broke, it cannot afford to pay the people who won lottery money, fair and square. What else the state of Illinois is delinquent on? Next.
And Craig, coming up in weather, temperatures this morning in the 30s. They're going to soar 20 degrees above normal in my extended forecast. I'll tell you when and how warm coming up.
You're watching KMTV Action 3 News with Jennifer Griswold, Craig Negrelli, weather with meteorologist Jim Flowers, and sports with Phil Aldridge. This is KMTV Action 3 News live at 10.
KMTV-3 is going red and fighting the #1 killer of women.
Tuesday, November 3rd at the Embassy Suites in La Vista.
Raise your voice to fight heart disease in women.
Sponsored by Methodist Health System in Werner. KMTV.com for details.
Is your home ready for the cold? For over 40 years, Exarban ARS has been your home heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist, offering professional, reliable service. Exarban ARS technicians are backed by our exceptional service guarantee. For a limited time, we are offering up to $3,500 in rebates with the purchase and installation of a complete heating and air conditioning system, plus fast and friendly service. Call Exarban ARS at 402-331-1233 or visit exarbanars.com. Heating, cooling, plumbing, comfort.
The automotive brand that more people search, buy, and buy again is Ford. Most search because Ford has the technology and efficiency people want. Best-selling 5 years in a row because Ford vehicles are a great value. And most loyal because they're worth coming back to. That's because cars like Ford Fusion have great efficiency, performance, and styling. Ford, the brand more people search, buy, and buy again. Now get up to $4,400 total savings or 0 for 60 plus up to $3,400 in total savings on Fusion.
Council Bluffs. Thanks for watching KMTV-3.
This month, just sign and go at Ashley Ford with no money down and zero do it signing on Escape, Edge, Explorer, and F-150. Drive a 2016 Escape for just $259 a month or the all-new F-150 for only $299 per month. Just sign and go at Omaha's Ford leader, Ashley Ford or ashleyford.com.
Have you heard about this? Due to a budget battle, the state of Illinois is not paying lottery winners, and it turns out not paying its power bill either. Springfield's city-owned utility sent the state, get this, a disconnection notice because it's $3 million behind on its electricity bill for state buildings in the capital city. The state is typically behind, usually not more than 60 days. However, the utility says it's unlikely that it will shut off power to the capital. Workers are digging out cars after a mudslide closed highways and stranded drivers in Southern California. Hundreds of trucks and cars are stuck. Look at this. Wow. On Route 58, amazing torrential rain triggered powerful mudslides that trapped drivers in less than 15 minutes. People say it was like quicksand.
We thought we were going to get buried alive in the mud. We just thought it was done. The mud was coming down so fast and the car filled up so fast.
Can you imagine? I mean, that is so scary. Crews are using bulldozers to dig out cars. The rainstorm left behind 60 million gallons of mud and debris to clean up in Los Angeles County alone. Look at that flow. Amazingly, there are no reports of serious injuries or deaths. All right, Jim, we had a gorgeous Friday.
Right.
What you say tonight? Look out for the cold yet again?
Another chilly night ahead of us, Craig. In terms of sensible weather, though, no showers in the forecast going in the weekend. Let's check Threat Tracker. It is in the low category for the next several days, which is great news. However, we are looking at a cold night. In fact, a frost advisory posted for you folks in western Iowa as temperatures drop into the mid-30s. Around the area right now, readings are running in the 40s and 50s. Cooler in Iowa, where the advisory is in effect. We have 50s here. If we check out what's happening in your neighborhood right now, readings are on the cool side. Temperatures are for the most part in the 50s, although Field Club, look at this. They've dropped to 49 in Carter Lake, 49 up in Prairie View. We've had a band of clouds roll through. That's keeping temperatures up right now. Out at Epley, the reading stands at 51. The dew point's quite low at 29. They have a light east wind at 6 miles an hour. Radar is clear. However, satellite photography, you can kind of pick up the milky appearance to this mid-level cloud deck, but it is pushing quickly to the southeast. So it will keep temperatures at bay here for a few hours, and then they should begin falling a little bit later on. 50s here, but you can see up north where skies have begun to clear. Temperatures there are running in the mid-40s. Now, you can tell almost by the colorization on this particular map that the coldest air, the blues, the darker blues, is pushing on to the east. Things are beginning to moderate in terms of temperatures, with readings out to the west of us 8 to 10 degrees warmer than what they were last night at this point in time. As we go throughout the night, temperatures will be falling back into the upper 30s as we head toward about 6 a.m., around 40 at Epley, only because of a southeast wind off the river. As we move toward lunchtime, temperatures will be into the 50s and expect highs tomorrow in the lower 60s. The forecast for tonight, some mid-level clouds rolling through here the next couple of hours. They'll clear out later on. Epley 38, probably colder away from the river. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine. Temperatures will reach the lower 60s. Winds do pick up out of the south. Over the next 3 days, not as cold. Tomorrow night, 44. Summer-like temperatures. That 80 degrees on Monday is nearly 20 degrees above normal. 80 again on Tuesday. And then into next week, temperatures well above normal. The next best chance for showers is on Wednesday, with readings there around 70. Craig?
All right, great football weather this weekend. And with that,
good.
Game night is next. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend, folks.